Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today guys, I wanted to share this new game that has been released very recently, 1 week ago. I started playing it like 4 days ago. It's called Battle Alchemist Element RPG. It's from the same company that has released also Alien Invasion. And so this is kind of a mixed genre game. Even though it's classified as an RPG, if you look at the description of the game, it's kind of a mix between like an action-packed RPG when you have different floors, you have ever increasing enemies with more and more HP. You have like your main character that you move around, and then you have the help of some elements, some elementes that are going to have different elements that you can use to help you to attack the enemies. And the cool thing is that you're fighting in different environments, and each environment is unique. It has a unique mechanic, has some strengths, weaknesses, and the cool thing is that you can combine different elements to create even stronger elements. You can increase the tier and so forth. So it's kind of a RPG game where you can also build up your character. You can unlock things that then stay permanent. You have some quests that are going to allow you to progress through to level up and so forth. You can find the whole description here on the Play Store. It's completely free, so you don't need to spend real money to buy it. So yeah, I have been playing it for like 5 days now. I'm currently level 7. This is how the game looks like. So the idea is that you start from floor 1, and on floor 1, right here at the bottom, on floor 1 you're gonna have the basic elements. So you can find the elements on the bottom left part when it says map, right? If you click on it, you can find all the elements here. I have already unlocked all 15 of them, but you start right at the beginning with only the basic ones, right? These are the 5 basic ones. And each of these elements is going to have a dedicated area. So for example, here in the top side, you find the fire area. Now the cool thing is that when you're approaching, you're fighting in this area, your main character can also attack. Like I'm gonna get close here to these enemies. Each enemy is gonna actually attack you. Well, don't look at the damage, because right now, because I'm level 7, I have a lot of power, I have a lot of the elements. My main character is pretty strong, but you can actually get to the enemies. You can attack them with basic attacks. It's not gonna be very fast attacking, but that's how you can do it. There is on the right side, you're gonna find a lot of different things. You're gonna find the upgrades. Here's where you can increase the damage from your main character. You can increase the total HP. You can increase the crit, the damage, the movement speed. I have already maxed it right now. This is the first thing normally I like to max, so in that way I move more quickly. And then now, as you complete the different quests, right, here's where you can find the quests on tasks. And as you complete the quest, you can actually unlock new islands. And each island, as you can see here, is gonna like be island 1, top left corner. You can see island 1, then island 2, island 3, and then enemies become stronger and stronger the more you progress through these different islands. They're gonna give more coins, so that's a good thing. But they're gonna be stronger. They're also gonna hit you harder. They're gonna do more damage. So that's how you progress through. That's how you get more coins, and then you can use coins in different ways. Now, where does the element part comes in? When you're talking about the inventory, right? This is the inventory. The incubator, this is where you can actually craft the different elements. You can get different elements. You can have a chance, like 20% chance of getting each different one. And then you have different tiers. So right at the beginning, when you start the game and you unlock the elements for the very first time, that's when you're gonna unlock these Eternals. Now these are permanent upgrades. So that means that once you get them, you're gonna always have the extra damage, the extra movement speed, crit chance, health, and HP regen. You're always gonna have that. And you unlock, with each element, you unlock also the Eternal that comes with it. Now the Eternal is this one that you can find on the inventory right here. The star one, right? This one. These ones are the Eternal. You can see that you have an Eternal for each element. Now once you equip it, in this case I'm going to equip the water one, you have this very triangle. See the triangle around my character? Now this triangle is gonna join in and is gonna also attack the enemies. And at the very beginning of the game, this is how you do the most damage. So you do damage more than like with your main character, you do damage with the elements. And of course, again, ignore the damage because of the fact that I have many upgrades, so now these elements do a ton of damage, but that's how it works. Now you can unlock up to 3 at once. You're gonna need to spend coins. You can see the second slot costs 7.5, the third one 10,000 coins. It looks like much, but as you get to Island 3, Island 4, it's pretty easy to get that amount of coins, even higher. So yeah, it's not really that difficult. And yeah, you can equip the different Eternals so that you can do more damage. Now the cool thing is that there is a nice interaction between the elements. So there are some elements, for example, right now I'm on the fire island, right? On this element. Now against fire, water is going to be stronger. So if we equip an element that has water, you're going to do 5 times more damage than normal. You can see the normal damage is 6.8 thousand in this case. My water element instead is doing almost 34,000. So that's, as I said before, almost five times. And of course that means that depending on which zone you're playing, so if you're playing on wind, this changes. It's not anymore water the strongest, but it becomes fire. So you want to change the elements depending on which zone you're playing, so that you can exploit and you can have more damage. Now there's also weakness. For example, in this case, wind, it's weaker against fire, so you lose damage. You can see here, I think it's again almost 5 times less damage that you do. So yeah, make sure that you always keep changing the elements, use the correct ones, and you try to obtain better combinations, because then you can combine the elements through the breeder. The breeder is the machine where you can breed. You're gonna need always a male and a female in order to get, of course, the breeding, but you can also breed the Eternals between them. Now once you breed the Eternals, or once you breed the different elements, there is of course a very high chance that you're gonna get either one element or the other, but then there is a small chance that you can get a new element. In this case, the element that you get depends on which of the elements you're actually mixing. So in this case, I was mixing fire and water, so I could get the boil element. See, that's the mix of the two. If I would mix, I don't know, water and earth, I would get the lava element. If I would mix fire and wind, I would get the scorch element. Fire and lightning instead is the blaze element. So each different combination gives you a chance to get this extra element. Of course, this element that you unlock, it's much stronger. So like these ones are the basic ones. These other ones are the second tier. These ones are the third tier. So these ones are the hardest to get, the one on the outside. And now you can increase the chance of getting those elements very easily through the altar. So here you can increase the chance. Now, do you remember that, for example, if I try to breed, again, water and fire, I can create the boil element. Now I can increase the chance of me getting the boil element through the altar. I can go to the boil one. See here, I can increase the chance from 6% to 7% through using these little things. I don't know, I'm gonna call them medallions, but I don't know their actual name. You can also exchange them right here. And these ones are gonna actually give you the possibility to increase the chance. So it's higher chance that you can get right away the stronger combination between the two. So you're not getting any more like a basic element, you're getting the combination. Of course, boil is stronger than water and fire together. So that's the idea. You lose the, for example, here I can just, because I also have boil, yeah, this is boil. And you can see that boil, tier A, deals the exact same damage as water, in this case, because water is stronger against fire. See, this is the same damage. right? Instead, if I just put fire, see that instead fire deals less damage. So always the crafting elements, so the stronger elements are gonna do basically more damage than the basic ones, but they're gonna do the same damage if you're considering the fact that you are playing against the strength of that particular element. And I said before, if I just move to another, can I go back? No, I'm gonna need to go here just by running, sprinting through. If I go to a different element, I don't know, let's suppose I go to the Earth Island, right? If I go right here, well, in this case, water is not anymore the strongest. Now it's lightning. So I need to remove water and need to equip lightning. You can see that the boil element still does the same amount of damage because of the fact that it's the stronger element, like it's a tier 2. But if you're using lightning, well, lightning deals the same kind of damage because it deals bonus damage. But yeah, I don't want to really make it too complicated. It's very interesting. Through the incubator, you can also rank it up. So the more elements you incubate, the more you can rank them up. For example, here I have incubated 1. I collected. It's just chance. Remember, it's a random chance of getting one of the 5 elements with a certain tier. Here I got water. Now that the incubator is rank 2, you can see that the chance of getting the element is still random, 1 of the bottom 5, of the basic 5, but the tier is higher. Now I have a much higher chance of getting it B tier, right? And yeah, now that I'm level 7, I can have up to 3 at once. And also in terms of breeding, I can start breeding. I got an extra one. See that? Now I not only have the tunnels, but I also have the extra water element that I got. In this case, is male, is blue. So it's always going to be put on the left side. Eternals can be put on the other side. They can be either male or female, right? They can both take the same kind of role. But as you incubate, each incubated element is either male or female. So yeah, that's how it works. And you can increase, you can upgrade the tier. So the basic tier is tier A, but then you can get tier B, C, D, E, and each tier you get 50% more damage. That's how it works. I'm just waiting here for the incubator to try to show you. Probably I'm gonna be getting already some B tier elements. A tier, that's sad. A tier and B tier. Okay, I got 1 B tier. I'm gonna get it up to rank 3 here. Okay. Now because I got a B tier element, right? I got lightning. Now it's a female, but in this case it's a B tier lightning. So what I can do now is, for example, I can breed between lightning and, I don't know, let's suppose I need boil again, or I don't know, no, I need a basic one, I need water. So now that I have a B tier element, so remember before that when I put an A tier, it's guaranteed it's going to be an A tier. But if I put a higher tier element, so I said before, it's lightning, I have a 50% chance it's going to be A or it's going to be a B, right? So it's just chance. Remember, I'm skipping the animations. I can just remove them now so you can see what happens. So it's just chance of getting on top. You can see very high probability of getting it water or lightning, and then a small chance of getting it the combination element. And in this case, it's going to be A tier. So I got unlucky. I got A again, but this is chance. So that means that if I keep doing this process long enough, I can eventually get to a B tier of water. In this case, I'm looking for water. So that's how it happens. Now, other than the first one, all the other breedings are going to always last 1.5 minutes. You're going to need to wait. And this is the incubation, right? That I got it. I got again B tier. Nice. Oh, I got a D tier. That was pretty lucky. So now I got a D tier element. That's insane. These are very high tier, at least for the beginning. So that means, once again, imagine I need water. I can combine an A tier element with a D tier. But look now at the chance of the tier. What happens? Not only have a chance of having it A or B, but also C or D. Of course, the D tier is wind, so it's a different element. But the idea is that the chance of tier that you can get depends on which of the two ones that you're connecting. So again, if I would try to do this, I need to wait 1.5 minutes, but I can already have a chance of getting either a water element of B tier, C tier, or a wind element of B tier and C tier. So the breeding process is very important, especially early on, to increase the amount of these elements that you get. So that's the idea. I just wanted to show you the basics of the game, how it works. The breeding, you know, the incubator, the more you upgrade the incubator, the higher tier you get already from the beginning. And then the tasks, depending on different things, you can complete them, you can get more coins. You're going to need to always destroy a certain boss. For example, in this case, I need to destroy the boss in Fire Island 6 to progress through. So I can go right away, Fire Island 6. I can equip, I don't know, whatever elements. In this case, these are tier 3 elements, so they have a ton of basic damage. And this should be enough to like one-shot this guy. Yeah, here we go. And that's it. So once you complete a quest, a new one is going to appear. Very early on, like level 1, you're going to have like, I don't know, 12 quests. This is very simple, then you level up. Now the cool thing of this game is that when you level up, you lose all your upgrades. So here I can use all these coins I'm earning, right? I can use it to increase my damage on my character, right? The HP regen, crit chance, crit damage, whatever. The elements damage as well, HP, and so forth. Now when you level up, you lose all these upgrades that you got. So all the coins that you spent, you lose everything. You lose also all the additional elements that you were able to breed. You also lose that. You only keep the elemental ones. And so the Eternals. And then you move to a second level where you have more power, you unlock new stuff, then you unlock like floor 2, floor 3, and that's it. So now at the moment I have unlocked all 3 floors, and now I need to destroy the boss in the Wind Island, right? So of course here I'm doing all this process very quickly because of the fact that I got very strong elements, so that allows me, even if I don't get the upgrades here from the shop, right? Even if I don't have that, I can still one-shot all the enemies, pretty much. Now I can move to the boss on the Lightning Island. Here we go, one-shotting it. And now the things I'm collecting, if I go to the exchanger, this is where I can use them, see? At the beginning, you're gonna have the 2nd gen, then you're gonna find the 3rd gen. And these ones, again, are useful because this allows you to then go to the altar and to exchange, see the purple things, exchange them for increasing the chance of breeding the particular element. All these elements are the combined ones, so are the ones that are definitely stronger. So here we go, I got just one there, and yeah, that should be it. And yeah, you're gonna just keep hatching here, keep incubating in case you might be needing for breed. You can show just one more of this breeding. I got lightning. Let's see the tier. It's gonna be 8 tier again. So again, unlucky, but that's how it works. So I'm gonna just skip the animation now. You can either repeat it right away or you can take it, you can go a new one. Well, let's see this one. In this case, I got a wind, but I got a B tier. And that's it. So normally what you're gonna do is you're gonna well, at the very beginning, like the easiest way where you can get the elements is through the incubator. So you're not gonna need to breed actually until like level 3. I don't think you ever need to breed. Then breeding becomes important once you unlock the 2nd tier elements. So once you unlock these ones, this is where breeding becomes important, because then you can never get those extra elements from the incubator. So then you're gonna need to start breeding the very high tiers of the normal elements, I don't know, like a D tier, right, or E, F, whatever, with the combined element. So I don't know, with maybe Scorch or with Boil, right? And so that's how it works. So that way you can get higher tiers of the additional elements. And that's it. So that's how the game looks like. Let me know, guys, what you think about. Give it a try. And I've been playing it for a couple of days. It's pretty nice, pretty addictive, and I like a lot the graphics and the kind of a style, the strategy around it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.